come to the House. Further supplementaries? No. That concludes questions for oral answer. Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Mr Speaker, I move that urgency be accorded the introduction and passing of the Policing Constables Oath Validation Amendment Bill. Mr Speaker, it doesn't give me any pleasure at all to move this motion today, but I do wish to thank other parties in the House for agreeing that this was a matter that needed to be dealt with urgently by the House. The problem here, sir, is that oaths that have been taken by police employees between the 13th of October 2009 and the 13th of October 2013 have been administered through persons administering those oaths, I'll say that again, needed to have been administered according to the law. It would appear, sir, that police have not administered those oaths according to the altered Act. I want to point out that this is the second time that they've come to Parliament asking Parliament to validate their actions, and it certainly does not reflect well on the police that we're put in this position and that so much of Parliament's valuable time gets soaked up trying to sort out something that should never have happened in the first place. So, Mr Speaker, while this is a straightforward technical matter, it is nonetheless one that is an extreme irritation and I would suggest to the police potentially quite an embarrassment. This bill will remove any doubt about the validity of the actions of the affected police employees, effectively constables, and prevent unmeritorious claims of invalid exercise of police powers. Mr Speaker, we'll follow a process this afternoon agreed by the Business Committee. I'm sure that members will wish to express their concern about the need for this particular bout of urgency.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it. Honourable Jerry Brownlee.
Sorry. Well, Mr Speaker, if I'm slightly slow off my feet, it only expresses the irritation of having to do it in the first place. Mr Speaker, I seek leave for the question on the bill's first reading to be taken without debate, and following its second reading for the bill to be set down for a third reading forthwith. And with those grumpy statements, sir, I'll be very careful not to offend any uniformed officer in the next couple of days.
Is there any objection to that course of action being taken? There is none.
Policing Constables Oaths Validation Amendment Bill introduction.
The Policing Constable Oaths Validation Amendment Bill is set down for first reading forthwith. Honourable Anne Tolley.
Speaker, I move that the Policing Constables Oaths Validation Amendment Bill be read a first time.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Constables Oaths Validation Amendment Bill, first reading.
The Policing Constable Oaths Validation Amendment Bill is set down for second reading forthwith.
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Anne Tolley.
Mr Speaker, the Policing Constables Oaths Validation Amendment Bill is validating legislation that will